Welcome to Table for One. I'm the narrator, and today I'm going to be talking about Terraforming Mars again. This is the fourth video in a series of sci-fi corporations that I've made. I'm calling this pack the Bravo Pack because the first pack was the Alpha Pack retroactively. These are all sci-fi corporations, or all corporations for Terraforming Mars based off of sci-fi franchises that I enjoy. So today I want to tell you a little bit about Amaya from Devs. Let's get rolling. All right, and I'm ready to talk to you now about Amaya. This is the fourth corporation out of 9 in this pack of sci-fi corporations that I've made for Terraforming Mars. And again, I just want to say that you can find all 9 of them now available for print and play at tableforone.games under free content, where you can also find the first pack of sci-fi corps I made. That was a 6-pack, and there's other content for Terraforming Mars as well as other games. So again, tableforone.games, go to free content. You can print and play right now. So let's talk about Amaya a little bit. And to do that, we've got to talk about Devs. If you are not familiar, Devs was a limited series, I think on FX. I watched it on Hulu. But it was awesome, and I recommend it. It was directed by Alex Garland, who I'm a big fan of. I can't say I've seen or consumed all the media he's been involved in, but I've liked everything I've seen so far. So you might know him from Ex Machina was his directorial debut, which he also wrote. He also adapted Annihilation from the Jeff Vandermeer book. That book was awesome, by the way. And the adaptation was my favorite type of adaptation, where they captured the essence of the book, but didn't remake it beat for beat. They're totally different things. One is for reading and one is for viewing. One is for cinema. So they're very different. And that was cool. I know he also wrote a number of screenplays before he directed that were very good. And before that, he was a novelist, and he wrote The Beach, which I have but have not read yet. So I'm hoping to get to that. But anyway, Devs. Let's talk about Devs. It was 8 or 10 parts, limited series, which I think might be my favorite format for media, honestly, because you go so much deeper than a film, but you still have a known endpoint, and they don't try and drag things on for season after season when maybe they should end it. They've got a coherent plan at the start, so you make a really tight story. But in Devs, there is I'll be as spoiler-free as possible. It'll be a little spoilery, though, so sorry, but just the essence of it. Amaya is a Silicon Valley tech company, modeled after the big tech companies, whatever you're thinking, whatever's coming to mind, it's modeled after that. And they essentially they have the lead in quantum computing, and they use that ability to make very accurate predictions about the future. And I'll leave it at that. And so the background image is their Devs facility where they work on this quantum computing project. It was super cool visually, so I liked having that in the background. And this corporation for Terraforming Mars has the science tag. Since it's all about quantum computing, I think that made a lot of sense. The corporation starts with 40 mega credits, which is, I don't know, I think kind of standard. But as your first, let me double check this, let me read it. Yes, as your first action, you also place a greenery on a tile with no placement bonus and raise the oxygen. So your bonus is sort of getting the oxygen bump and moving your terraform rating up. So you have to think about map placement when you're placing this this first greenery, and think about where do you want to be on the map. You can't take any of these placement bonuses, so you've got to be somewhere else. So you kind of want to figure out what area do you want to be near. And the reason that I made that the first action was that the CEO of Amaya in the show, played by Nick Offerman, who did a fantastic job. I thought it was it was not a comedic role, and I thought he did a great job. His name in the show is Forest, so I wanted to represent that with a greenery. So you start by placing a forest, right? Just a little nod, and the flavor text at the bottom of the card is a line spoken by Forrest that says, "I am scared we might be magicians," which is a reference to this ability that they have to potentially look into the future and see things that are coming using their advanced quantum computing. He's worried that they are breaking physics somehow, or all the implications that come with knowing the future. And questions of not predestination, but free will, questions of free will and ability to break that. It's a little heady and philosophical, but these scared they are tampering with that, which might be essentially magic. And so to represent that in the game, they have a corporate action that you can take once per generation. And I think this is neat, which is why I included it. So the action is draw 3 cards. So we've got our draw deck here, our project deck. So we take 3 cards and we look at them. And then you may buy, for your whatever your standard purchase cost is. It's usually 3 mega credits. You can buy up to 2 of them. So let's say in this case, I just want this one. I want Robot Pollinator. So I buy that for 3 credits. I've got these other 2. Instead of putting these in the discard pile, which you would normally do, you can take them and put them in whatever order you want, and you put them back on the top of the project deck. So they're going to come back. And that's my representation of Amaya's limited ability to see the future or predict the future. They know what those project cards are on top, and so they're going to know if other people draw those cards, what they get, and that is information that they don't have to share. And so again, the ability says, this action, draw 3 cards, and you may purchase up to 2, at max 2. So no matter what, you're going to know what the top card is. If not, maybe you don't want any of them, or you can't afford them. You can still put them back in whatever order you want, and you know what the top 3 cards are, and that's still valuable information to have. So there's no other effect in the game, or even the expansions that I don't have Turmoil or Venus Max, but as far as I know, there's nothing else that allows you to put cards back in the project deck. So I think that's fairly unique, and I think it's pretty interesting, and I think it's thematic with Amaya. So that is this corporation, and I'm pretty excited about it. So I'm going to play a solo playthrough with it now, and I'll release that video at the same time as this one. So if you're seeing this, it's already out there, and you can go watch it if you like. And again, you can print and play this corporation at tablefor1.games, free content. So if you do, let me know, and I'd love to know what you think. And then again, if you made it this far, I wouldn't mind at all if you went ahead and subscribed or left a like, but certainly leave some comments because I love hearing from people. So that's what I've got for this week, and I will see you next time on Table for One. Thanks.